It's hot in here, and I'm wearing a long black tee, long black sleeve. Well, all right. Welcome back to another episode of my movie review series, episode 479. Now, last week I said that I made the decision that I was going to do this Predator review in the light. So yeah, man. Like I said, I don't think this is a horror. I don't think this, I don't think the Predator is from the horror genre. I don't think so. The people out there that does, I mean, hey, whatever. To each his own. Anyway, yeah. I said that I was gonna come back and do the review on a certain Predator movie that came out this year, last month on on Hulu. So yeah, man, one of the hottest things to come out before since Prey. So yeah, here we are, man. Yeah, Predator, Killer of Killers. Man, oh man, I tell you, this movie, damn, this movie, 100%, 100%, one of the best Predator movies out there. And yeah, I tell you, this movie, it has, you know, it, it mirrors the first Predator, Predator 2, Predators, even Prey. It mirrors all those movies, man. And yeah, seeing everything being played out, the animation. This is an animated movie. Yeah, this is an animated movie. And yeah, 100% impressive. I mean, Predator action, Predator action, like you would expect to see in live action. I mean, damn, they don't hold back on the gore either. You know, I mean, forget about this movie being animated. They don't hold back on the gore. Okay, you got blood, you got guts, you got decapitation. I mean, yo, it is all there. Okay, I mean, man, woo, great action sequences. You know, three stories. I mean, yeah, this is pretty much an anthology. Three stories, and then there's a fourth one that pretty much brings those three all together. Yeah, yeah. I tell you, you know, if you hear closely, you can hear Michael Bean's voice in this movie. Yeah, so yeah, I tell you, man. You know, you know, I tell you, yeah. Michael Bean, yeah, he's another character next to Bill Paxton. He's another character that got killed in a Terminator movie, in an Alien movie, and now a Predator movie. You know, even though we didn't see him, we heard, his character that we saw, But yeah, yeah, he got his head taken off. I tell you, oh yeah, that giant net, the giant net that Predator would fire out in Predator 2, But yeah, there was a giant net big enough to, you know, grab a plane, grab an airplane, or a fighter jet, Yeah, squeezed in on the plane, snatched it, squeezed in hard enough. My man's head got cut off. I'll tell you something. Yeah, in the second story, um, not second story, the third story, the Bullet, which is the name of a plane, a World War II fighter plane. Yeah, the Bullet. In that third story, we finally get to see these um these ships, these ships um that the Predator arrive in. We finally get to see these things in action. I mean, we just see them, transporting, dropping the Predator off, but we never seen them in action. Finally get to see these things in action, and damn, we got some really good aerial combat in this movie. Out of that sucker, really good aerial combat. I mean, yeah, man, I tell you, Yeah, they pulled out all the stops in this movie. You know, the second story, the sword. You know, seeing seeing some really good samurai action. You know, samurai fight a ninja, and these two guys are brothers. You know, you know they put their differences aside because Predator was hunting them. So yeah, you know, just when you thought, you know, they were about to go back at each other, you know, yeah. So that one leaf fall down, and it stopped in midair. And we all know Predator can go invisible, right? That cloaking device. So yeah, you know, they charged, and they charged. Looked like they were charging at each other, but nah, they charged. One slice high, one slice low, and that Predator, he came in three pieces. You know, yeah, legs dropped, body dropped, his head dropped. Yeah, woof. Great fight though. Great fight between Predator and those two brothers, those two warrior brothers. Yeah, great fight. But yeah, you know the first story, the Shield. You know, yeah, we see some. We seen the age of the Viking, and then we saw the age of samurai, and then we saw the era of World War II, and then with the fourth one, you know, the one that brought them all together. Yeah, the battle. You know, yeah, yeah. Seems like in Predators, they will bring you to their planet just so they can have a nice little free for all, a hunting free for all. Well, not in this case. You know, this was like a glad a gladiatorial event. You know, yeah, the King Predator. I would like to personally think that was Kevin Peter Hall, even though, you know, the late great Kevin Peter Hall. I would like to think that was him as the King Predator, overseeing, you know, governing this entire event because he wanted to see these three warriors battle each other. Since they're all good enough to fight one of their own, let's see how good they are fighting each other. And the winner becomes the killer of killers. So yeah, I tell you, man, damn, seeing these guys, you know, seeing these guys, the language barrier 100% is put up because one one character is a Viking. Okay, she speaks only in the old Norse language. And then you got one character who is Japanese, so he can speak Japanese. And then you got one character who is Latino, but you know, he's American. Yeah, he's American. He may be Latino, but he is American. You know, he probably did immigrate, but he was probably did, but he probably was born in this country. So yeah, he's a full fledged American. I mean, God damn it, he fought in World War II. Don't get any American than that. So anyway, yeah, he can speak Spanish, but yeah, he speaks English also. He's trying to reason with these guys, and trying to tell them that the collars that they're wearing are bombs. So yeah, you know, and how he found that out was when you can see how the predators treat their own. I mean, they had the one of their own like a slave. I mean, yeah, he was shackled and he had one of those collars. And yeah, and they demonstrated, you know, once the collar go off, so does your head. So yeah, you know. So yeah, you know, yeah. So yeah, you know, Torres, he was trying to reason with the Viking and the samurai. Well, no wait, the samurai, no, that was his brother that died. Yeah, he was trying to speak to the Viking and the ninja. So yeah, so yeah, you know, yeah, they were not understanding. But as the fight was going on, you know, Okay. I think we're starting to get the picture here. So yeah, and the funny thing is, they gave him they gave Torres, the pistol, the flintlock pistol that one of the predators gave Harrigan in part two. The flintlock pistol, 1715. Yeah, Raphael, what's his last name? His pistol. Yeah, they gave that to Torres. You know, but yeah, he didn't. I guess he didn't know how to load the ammo, load the bullets in that thing. But yeah, he figured it out. But yeah, he didn't. He still couldn't use the pistol. But yeah, yeah. When they finally came to their senses and they tried to not fight each other, but fight the predators to just so they can get off that fucking planet, you know. Yeah, I tell you, man. Yeah, yeah. Only the Viking. Yeah, she sacrificed herself to stay behind just so the other two guys can get off the planet. And yeah, Torres. He's a pilot, so yeah, he can try and figure out how to fly the ship off the planet. So yeah, they got away. The King Predator. Which his outfit looked like that he was wearing parts of the alien queen, the xenomorph queen. So yeah, I guess you can say that they put a little bit of pieces of Alien versus Predator in here also. I mean, hey, the Predator franchise, one of thanks to Prey, the Predator franchise has been rejuvenated, resuscitated, and yeah, it's alive again. Dan Trachtenberg, man, he did something really great with this. But yeah, I tell you, yeah, the ending of this thing though, the very end. If I'm giving out spoilers, yeah, that's your loss. I mean, hell, this your first time watching a movie review from me. That's also your loss because it's spoiler alley here. So yeah, spoiler city. So yeah, you should have saw the movie if you haven't. Why the fuck you watch this review? So yeah, I tell you, man, the ending, the very end. Yeah, we see that Naru is preserved in one of these tanks. You know, that's how they got these certain warriors from different eras. One from the from 600 BC, I think. And then you got another one from the 1600s. And then you got another warrior from 1940s. So yeah, how do you get them all without aging into this one into the into one area, one room? Well, yeah, yeah, cryogenics, obviously. Yeah, they've been preserved. They got a whole bunch of these holding tanks. And Nauru, who is from the 1500s, she is also preserved. Yeah, the second I saw Nauru, oh my God, no, that was a big, big, big OMG moment. And yeah, you know, which would explain a lot about the ending of that movie when we saw the ship was coming down and about to get them, Nauru and her tribe. Yeah, they were actually getting her. They was gonna get her, bring her on board, and have her be one of the killer of killers. But who was she gonna fight? If they ever do a part two, they got to bring her in, and Amber Midthunder got to come back and voice her. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But yeah, this movie 100% damn good shit from start to from start to end, from beginning to ending. Damn good shit, 100%. straight up 5 out of 5. Predator hunting, Predator Hunting Grounds, the video game. Well, that game was okay, but yeah, but yeah, Predator Killer of Killers. 100% 5 out of 5. That's my review, Jack, and I'm sticking to it. Yes, damn good shit. 100%. Love this movie. I only saw it once, but saw it twice just for this. But yeah, next week, man. Next week, I'm staying on Hulu because I got one more Schwarzenegger movie to cover next week. So yeah, man, I tell you, you keep it locked right here for that. One more Schwarzenegger movie, man. One more for the year. Here we go. Yeah, check out my other shit right here. Subscribe to me right here. But in the meantime, in between time, Jack, this show is